Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver. Today we're playing Peter Pants. It's been a minute since we played Peter Pants on the channel. Before we get into it though, I just want to say thank you everyone who contributed to 500 subscribers. Yeah, it's a pretty big milestone, and yeah, I really appreciate the support. And yeah, I'll be doing a giveaway in the coming days. I think once I get the community tab, once that's up and running, then I'll probably do the giveaway there through like a poll or something, or just like a leave a comment to get entered into a draw. We'll do like a couple posts. But yeah, again, thank you all so much, and yeah, let's get into this game. So yeah, we barely cracked this egg here on 2.2. Thanks to our pair of donkeys. I mean, that's what are you gonna do? Like, you can't beat donkey on level 2. I mean you can, but you have to play around it. You have to have super high powered characters in the front, and often that's just not the case, because I mean specific things have to happen. But yeah, we ride the donkeys and crack that egg and get out of that combat without taking damage. But yeah. Now we have a pretty awkward shop. Like, nothing really stands out here, but I think we're just gonna take the 3 and the Minotaur. I think the Minotaur is a little bit more valuable than the cat. That could be incorrect though, but it's just the Minotaur actually enhances things, and like whatever we pick up that's evil after this Minotaur is gonna have extra attack, which can be valuable, whereas a black cat can kind of just not really do much, I guess, by itself. Like if there's a character with just high toughness, then I mean the black cat is completely useless, whereas the Minotaur actually trades with things. I mean, there's a lot of toughness over on their side of the board there. It's Fallen Angel. What can you really expect? So no, we do get to minimize damage though, so we only take the minimum amount, and we find find our mouse triple as our first treasure, which is kind of wild. Often that's usually not the case, at least not for me. But yeah, we don't find Forking Rod, unfortunately, which is the thing we were mostly looking for. But Sky Castle is a pretty good consolation prize there. Sky Castle is not only turns our Romeo into a pair. But it means that we're going to be able to just pick up royals pretty aggressively and be able to find treasures a lot easier. Here we don't want to sell anything to triple this, but we do want to lock it, so we're just going to cycle the chicken out of the shop, pick up this sure shot, and lock the donkey for next turn. We get our stag attack, which is huge. I mean, we only get to buff one of our donkeys, but hopefully that'll be enough. We go into a bit of a donkey war with this Midas player, and then we end up with a tie. So that's definitely better than we expected, with our regular donkey against our golden donkey. But yeah, now we get to triple our donkey. We get some of the worst selection of treasures for this spot in the game. Like, I mean, we don't have any slay characters, but we are going to take the cloak just because it gives us instant stats on whatever slay characters show up in the shop. Also, there's a polywoggle there. 2 gold for 6/6 is not bad. I consider taking the treasure map here, but since we've already kind of gotten a mouse triple, we'd have to buy 3 brand new mice to actually make use of the treasure map, because we don't really want a level 5 treasure out of it. So yeah, I think treasure map just takes a little bit too much work to really get there. So we just want to cycle through our level 3 treasures, and Haunted Helm adds some stats to the board. So that's what we're gonna go with here. We pop out a second pig there and get some really good gold value. Getting 2 extra free gold out of that donkey summon is fantastic. Not to mention we also got our own pig gold, so we got 4 extra gold this turn. Consider taking the Wizard's Familiar, but we don't have any way to any kind of spell efficiency treasure. We're not able to cast multiple spells. We don't have hat, so we're just gonna leave it for now rather than just buy like a 2 gold 3/3. Just doesn't seem worth it to me. We do need to start picking up 3s though to try and find our crystal ball and hat and whatnot, as we are pretty far away. We're on the 4.1 turn now. There is a pair for us. We're gonna cast this health pot, and yeah, pick up this stag pair. All right, here's another golden donkey. So apparently everyone's just playing golden donkey in this lobby, including us. All right, our donkey's right at the end there, but we're left with one character standing, so we get the win. None of these are particularly exciting. We could have taken Queen of Hearts. In fact, maybe we should have, because that's technically a pair with the Sky Castle. There's also another royal that we just passed, so those could be mistakes for sure. There's a TLK, which I think we want. I think this donkey is about run its course on 4.2. Generally, it's not going to be very good. We could get a random 5 for TLKing Fanny, which someone in chat has suggested, but I think I'd rather a golden 4 over a random 5, personally. I think there's just a lot more opportunity for a powerful character as a golden 4 rather than, just a random 5. We do get a golden godmother, which does add quite a few stats to our board. So it's okay, but it's definitely not like an exceptional hit here. We get both stag attacks here, which is fantastic. And fortunately, they steal our stag and we attack into it, so our donkey dodges the apple tree there, which is incredibly fortunate to win that 50-50 and get that summon, or for them to get that summon, I should say, and us to attack into it. But yeah, again, very fortunate, but we'll take it. There's a 3 pair, so I think we're gonna sell the Shadow Assassin. We're gonna pick up the pair. We're gonna prioritize our stags, as I don't really care too much about scaling the Vampires, so I think getting the stats on the stags is a little bit more important. We find the Vampire triple as well, and again, still no hat or ball, and we are into level 5 now, so things are looking a little bit hairy here. We're gonna get rid of the Haunted Helm. We're not really making incredible use out of it right now, so I figure we get out of it. We got the Bad Moon with the cloak. We've got a couple Slay characters. I really didn't want to get out of the cloak, and we can't get out of Sky Castle quite yet. We get enough stats onto our donkey to be able to survive a 20 power hit, and that does give us enough to just barely win that combat. So even without finding the treasures we need, we're still playing decent tempo and managing to stay ahead of the lobby. I guess power wise. Okay, we got our Slay with our Ogre Princess, which tripled our stags. We didn't need to buy the stag that we locked in the shop. We get another level 3 triple here in our pigs, and again, still no hat or ball. But I mean, we got to take something to thin the pool as we keep digging. But it is looking like we might not get there. We're gonna go with the Ogre Princess in slot 1. We find the pair, aka the triple, and there's our hat. So we thinned the pool enough. We finally found it. There is the Queen of Hearts, which we are going to take this time, and we're going to get the triple at the last second. And wouldn't you know it, there's Crystal Ball in that treasure selection. So I mean, we're going to select it after this turn, and it's definitely didn't come a moment too soon, because you can see the opponent's board is much bigger than ours, so we were about to fall off. We were about to have a meteoric fall on our power level. So yeah, we assemble Hat Ball in a single turn, which is a huge turnaround for us here. And yeah, I'm just considering whether I need to take the mouse or not, and I think I do. We finally pick up our first Spellweaver as well. Basically, I think the only way we get out of this is if we triple mouse and get exactly Forking Rod out of it within this turn or the next, because we're probably taking more damage this turn. I mean, everyone's at 5.2. Like they've got to have like basically full comps already. In general, most people are a couple experience ahead. We find our mouse triple on this turn, and we find the Forking Rod. So within the span of about a turn and a half, we assemble Hat Ball Fork, And yeah, now we just gotta hope that it's enough to get powerful enough to be able to catch up with the lobby. As we drop down to 11, just 2 losses drop us from like 30 something to 11. So again, we need to catch up here. But this forking rod should go a long way. Although we do only have the single a single spellweaver, so we do need to fix that if we can. Also, we're not finding many many targeted spells in these shops, so things are going a little bit poorly. But okay, we sell something to get one final roll, and we get paid off for it as we find a Mix-a-Wizzle. Now we get to double a potion first, just so we get room in our shop to when we cast this targeted spell. And yeah, I think we're against bottom board. We're gonna try and get some value out of this donkey. We got a golden southern siren for this turn, so that might be enough to swing things in our favor. Although this is a level 6 comp, it's Goldilocks, so they saw a bunch of level 6s immediately on level 6. They've got a ton of stats over there. We're definitely not winning this fight, unfortunately. Although we did cast double kidnap, so we do get 2 good boys. So maybe we can make something work with that. And there's a couple of spellweavers. One of them is free, which is fantastic. Not having to invest 6 gold that turn to get our spellweaver tripled. And there's another spellweaver, which we are absolutely going to take. There's a TLK, which we're going to be able to fork our vulture into a golden P. And now we've got a golden Aeon, so that's going to be scaling our spellweavers much faster. Unfortunately, we just Mix-a-Wizzled away our only tree as a exponential natural growth shows up in the shop. So we're gonna buy this tree just to keep the chain going. And I think the tree is the thing to sell, as we need to cast that TLK, and yeah, we get paid off for doing so as we find a Scion of the Storm. So we got much stronger that turn. Playing these good boys was a mistake. I had them in just because like I figured I'd be able to pump spells into them, but it turned out I wasn't able to pump that many spells into them. So they ended up being kind of small. So I think some of the options on my bench would have been much better. But we got the good boys now, and like we kind of want to keep putting spells into them, but at the same time, like we don't really have any good characters. We would need to find Beauty's influences. So I think putting too many spells into them without having the Beauty's influences already would be a mistake. We finally get a tree that's really worth pumping. We've got a golden Ashwood now, so putting those exponential natural growths onto Ashwood is incredible. It's just going to be increasing putting a ton of attack on any trees that we end up with. And we're going to go with the Ogre Princess in 1. Basically, I'm hoping that it slays at 32 power and then scales Yorm. There was only one thing the Ogre Princess could slay. It did hit it, but unfortunately Yorm did take the first attack. So we didn't get any Yorm stats. But yeah, we're gonna switch that out because I don't think 32 attack is really ever gonna get there. And again, putting spells onto the Ogre Princess just doesn't really seem worth it. All right, now okay, there's the first Beauty's influence, but yeah, now we've got Yorm in 1. We've got a second tree on board. We would like to find one more Wizard's Familiar, and that should be enough Mage Scalers. We put a little bit of stats onto the good boy just because we have hit at least one Beauty's influence now, but we do need to hit more for me to feel really good about it. All right, and we get a Robinwood there, and with the Ashwood on board, I figure like I don't really want to shard it, so I go for the shards on the good boys because I just don't see them really coming in. They're just too much of an investment at this point, and I think we can find things that are going to be just as good, if not better, than the good boys. Like potentially more trees with this beefed up golden Ashwood. Alright, and we win that fight and take out that Goldilocks from a few turns ago before they get to open their Pandora's box there. Alright, we get to triple our Wizard's Familiar, so it's a pretty decent size now, and we get a free good boy. There's another Beauty's Influence. We going to put that on the Ashwood, just increases the attack of all our trees for more toughness there. Unfortunately, that Robin Hood we had before was temporary, but it's still a beefy unit up front. A ton of attack that trades with basically anything. It's another shard. We're just going to shard the good boy again. Even with these beauty's influences, I just don't see us actually being able to put enough stats onto it for me to really care about too much. There's another exponential growth, which we'll throw onto the Ashwood, and then we're going to cast another double kidnap. Hope we get something good, and we lock a TLK for next turn. So yeah, we were about to fall off a cliff at one point in this game, and now I feel like we are incredibly powerful. And yeah, this we make very short work of this tree board, and we should be able to scale much faster than they can. They can buy like 2 units a turn basically, so I think our upper limit potential is a lot higher than theirs. As I mean, we already kind of handled the fight like very, very handily. This Yorm's not looking like it's quite up to the par for the rest of the board at this point, so we can replace that with the Robin Hood. A little indecisiveness on where those spells should go. Then we cast a Shrink Drink to end the turn, so we're gonna get a little bit of econ next turn. We've got one shot slot open, and then we've got a free baby dragon there for an extra gold. Basically lets us roll out of the shop for free. Alright, they did cast a Pigomorph, it looks like. Or it might have come out of their deck of many things. But I don't think it was quite enough. They needed to hit Scion probably, or one of my ranged characters. And even then, it probably wouldn't be enough, as we win with 4 characters on board left. And yeah. We go from struggling to dominating in just like a turn and a half. And yeah, take down Tree Comp. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel when you leave a like, because it lets YouTube know that they should recommend my content to more people. And yeah, I would greatly appreciate that. Again, thank you all for 500 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Obviously, the next major milestone is 1,000, so we're looking forward to that. And yeah, well, if we can get to 1,000 in a reasonable time frame, I definitely have a Super Pan bundle or 2 that I'll probably give away at that point. So yeah, look forward to that. Anyways, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.